What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast. And we are here for our NFL preview of Week 11 coming up with our sponsor, BetMGM, of course, the best lines out there. Last week, we didn't lose a game. Last week, we actually, I kind of stayed status quo 2-2. Did Bill, did you go 3-1?
Yeah, went 3-1.
Oh, Billy gained the game.
3-1. Yeah.
Wait, who was your loss?
I'm making the prevent defense work for me.
Who was your loss? Your only loss.
You know who it was, you fucking asshole.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. When I went up against you.
I don't know.
Don't do that, Sicilian.
I swear to God, dude.
Fell off the truck. I went head to head with you, and you picked the right team. There you go, Paul. There you go. You got it.
Oh,
look at that fucking hawk. Holy shit.
It fell off.
Jacksonville, Florida, man. Remember we were down here shooting guns with silencers? Fucking alligator tastes like shit, by the way. It does not taste like chicken.
That alligator nugget was fucking horrible, dude. It made me sick, and I still remember the texture of it. It was gross.
It was horrible. Alligator is fucking terrible. Now I'll get a bunch of people going, well, it all depends on how you cook
it. Well, going into Week 11, guys, before we get started, we have to talk about our great sponsor, BetMGM, the best lines, up-to-date live lines, BetMGM. Get with them, and here's how you do it. How do you do it, Bill? Here's how you do it. Here's how you do it. All you got to do is download the BetMGM app, and then you put a bonus code in, Burr. That's B-U-R-R. It's very simple, and guess what they're going to give you, guys? All you got to do is a minimum of $10 in the account, and you get up to $1,000 in free bets, even if you lose. Just download the app.
$1,000.
Download the app. I don't know, dude. I'm trying to fight a cold.
I've had it for 2 weeks.
I'm fighting it with rest and vitamins. But just use bonus code BURR. That's Burr. Bonus code Burr. Go. They're going to you put in a minimum of 10. You get $1,000, up to $1,000 in free bets. So there you go. It's easy to use. The lines are live constantly, and here we go. So we're going into Week 11.
You know why we're both sick, Paul? Because we got the vaccine. That's what they don't want you to know.
Yep. Ever since I got that Moderna, I've been a different person.
I've had cancer 4 times since I got Pfizer.
My wife told me I'm a different man. I'm not the man she married since I got injected.
Yeah. I got an x-ray, and they said I have 19 microchips in me.
Dude, I'll tell you what I did. And then we'll go into these picks. But you know this because you grew up in a dentist office. Dude, I decided to not get 1 implant, but I decided to get 2 in the same sitting. And, hey, I got to tell you, hey, the last 70 hours haven't been great, okay? Dude, anybody does dentist work, do 1 at a time. That's what I've learned. It takes longer, do 1 at a time. Yeah, no, do the whole thing. I was fucking numb for half a day. It was brutal.
Yeah, but he gave you the option. You chose it.
Yeah, I go, can I do 2 in a day? And they just go, like, I should have known when they go, yeah, I mean, you can.
But don't blame the dentist always gets blamed.
He goes, you can. I go, okay. But
How about the fact that you destroyed your teeth and now you had to go in there? How the fuck do you need 2 implants at your age?
One just got something happened with 1 a long time ago, and the other one.
Yeah, you didn't take care of it. Okay, you don't brush and floss, and then the other one.
No, I floss.
Brush and floss.
I floss. This tooth got.
No, I'm not talking about how you dress, Paul.
I floss, Bill. I floss.
You got the chain out. There you go.
It's hilarious. All right, we're going into Week 11. I actually think. Okay, call me optimistic. Hey, Hey, that's Paul. It's nice. He's optimistic.
Call the upbeat.
I think we're starting to learn about NFL teams now. That's why, So I think I've seen enough. I think we'll see though. Oh, Andrew, what are our records?
Addiction to wanting to know. It's a crapshoot every fucking week. When you're not winning, you're going like, I'm not seeing it. And then when you start winning, you're going like, you know what? I think I'm starting to know these teams.
I'm not winning, though. I'm not winning.
I think I'm starting to,
No, I'm not winning.
To really like,
I'm 500, dude. I'm not winning. 2-2 is not winning. I'm 2-2 or 1-3 every fucking week. I'm not winning. But I think Bill Parcells was right with what he said. And you know what Bill Parcells said? He said, you are what your fucking record is, and that's why the fucking Packers stink. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to have some hope here, Bill. I'm grasping for straws here. Andrew, what are our records?
I want to give you that Dick Gregory thing when he fucking yells at that kid when he talks about hope.
Oh, I know. I posted that.
You can't have hope, motherfucker. It's like, all right, dude, stop yelling at me.
Is Hope going to pay the rent? Is Hope going to pay the rent? Fucking Hope.
Don't say, I hope I get a cup of coffee this morning. Say, I will get that shit, motherfucker. And you're like, all right, Greg. All right, Greg.
Hey, he's having a rough morning, okay?
Hey, Richard. It's 8:30 in the morning.
What are our records, Andrew?
Bill is 18, 19, and...
Don't ask what our records are. Tell us our records, motherfucker.
You think Hope is going to get you to 500? Bill, what's Bill?
18, 19, and 3.
Oh, that means technically
I got my nose hair above 500 with the ties.
You're over 500 by half a game.
I'm a half a game up.
He's beating the book, folks. He's beating the book. We're back. He's beating the book. What am I, Andrew?
I'm not beating the book. The book is fucking breathing down my neck.
17, 22, and 1.
17, 22, and 1. Okay, so I'm 4.5 games back. Okay. All right.
Paul didn't like that. That stung a bit. I saw it.
Yeah, I wanted
that white sweatshirt isn't quite as white right now. Paul's gonna have a big week.
You want to know something?
Big week next week. We're gonna hear about it.
You want to know something? My friend knows me well because I wanted that number to be 1 or 2 less. It bugged me. He knows. All right.
You look like that guy who took a punch. He was trying to pretend it didn't hurt.
Okay. Here we go. Week 11. I believe it's my pick first. I wouldn't have touched the Packers, but I was thinking about it. I'm glad we didn't do this yesterday. You know something?
The Green Bay packing it in.
What I did not like is the Jets-Patriots line changed by half a point, and it's the perfect change. So I don't like it.
What do you mean it changed? What is it change? What is it?
It used to be Packers -3 at home.
No, Patriots.
I mean, I'm sorry. It used to be Patriots -3. Now it's 3.5. And that's a division rival. And they played the Patriots. The Jets played the Patriots really good last time until Zach Wilson floated up a couple interceptions. I think the Patriots could win. I don't like the 0.5, so I'm staying away. I was going to touch it, though.
I must have old lines because mine still said 3.
All right. Here we go, dude. What are we going to do here? All right. I'm going to...
you're on the clock.
This is a crazy one, dude, but I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do it. I think the Eagles got exposed a little bit. I think they're still a really, really great team, but I like the Colts at home.
You fucking bastard.
I like the
You're
Colts.
You're stepping on my bets, dude. I'm getting tired of it. The Colts have been my team the whole fucking year. I see what you're doing.
No.
I was going to take the Patriots. You fucking shit on that. And now you're coming, oh, yeah. Bill won last week with the fucking Colts. Now I'm going to do it because I've been riding the Raiders and the Packers. It's a copycat league, Paul. I see what you're doing.
Dude, I was complaining about the Colts when we were in Arizona live. Are you kidding me?
Copycat league, Paul. I see what you're doing. All right, where the fuck are my bets here?
I'll take the Colts plus 6.5 at home.
Oh, will you, Paul? And you get a nice big fat victory. You fucking.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, you're fucking. You know what you're doing? You're Lance Armstrong right now. You're drafting off of my bets.
Never, dude.
Paul actually took the Colts.
500. I'm going to start taking his fucking team.
Dude,
Paul actually took the Colts the first 2 weeks. Then
I don't want to hear facts.
And then nobody took the Colts all season.
Guys, I'm fucking around. Okay. All right. Bears +3 versus the Falcons. I'll take that.
Oh. It's a good one.
Listen, Paul, I'm trying to put the fucking juju on my fucking thing. Oh, whoa.
All right, here we go.
Was that a little negative fucking vibe on my bet there, Paul?
No.
Is this the cold medication, Paul? Or you're not the happy-go-lucky guy I love seeing every week?
No, man, I'm just deciding. Are the Giants due for a fucking disappointing loss, dude, against the Lions at home? I mean, they beat the Texans. The
Oh, Paul,
Texans
you're just stepping all over my fucking dance shoes this week.
No,
Every game you're talking about, I was taking. Go ahead, Paul. You son of a bitch.
no, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh, they call them all Paulie Hemming and Hahn this week. I have to listen. You fucking talked about the Patriots for 3 minutes and then say you weren't touching the game. Paul, people have to go to work.
All right. No, I like this week, and now all of a sudden they're changing lines by half a point because they know.
They know Paulie liked this week.
They know that they know
the word was in. Hey guys, Paulie likes this week. We got to change the lines.
All right, dude. I'm gonna take the Los Angeles.
It's just all right, dude.
I'm gonna take the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm gonna take the Los Angeles Chargers plus 5.5 at home against the Chiefs. The Chiefs have been doing something I noticed lately where they get off to fast starts, just like they did against Jacksonville, and then they kind of fucking go to sleep and they let teams come back. I think the Chargers are kind of have a little bit of a roll right now, and I like the 5.5 at home. I could see the Chiefs winning towards the end, and then the Chargers getting a fucking non-important touchdown to make it close and beat the book. I got the Chargers to cover plus 5.5 in Los Angeles.
All right. You took my fucking Colts back. Let's see here. I actually like the Giants -3 versus the Lions. I think the Lions are a hapless organization. They're a family-run organization. They're everything that Giants aren't. The Giants from top to bottom are a class organization that knows how to fucking win football games, and they've always been great with defense. It's only 3 points. The Lions stink. I'm taking your Giants, Paul. I'm walking into your house, Paul. I'm sitting down at your table and I'm eating your fucking food. I'm taking your Giants. What is it? Is it 3.5 or 3?
It's 3.
Okay.
It's fucking 3. I should have taken them.
Well, Vegas knew you weren't, so they kept it at 3. So my dumbass would take it.
But I'm going to tell you what the lock of the week is. Okay.
I can't believe you didn't take it in the beginning. A good team coming off a loss on the road, coming home.
I'm actually going to take the road Washington Commanders -3. They are flying right now. They went into Philly. They won. They're getting their
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
It's copycat league, Paul. You're taking all my teams this week.
Whoa. What?
Taking all my teams this week. I had the Commanders Monday night. I called it that they were going to win. Now you're acting like it never happened, like Giuliani, like you were the one who cleaned up the city. I see what you're doing.
Oh, he's got to get some credit for cleaning up the city. I mean, he went on that pile. He said,
"No, he didn't. It was
joking.
just fucking commissioner. It was Commissioner Gordon cleaned it up, and then he got rid of him. And it was like it was all me. It was all a dream."
I'm going to take the Washington Commanders -3 against the Texans. The Texans their defense is not good. They don't have a quarterback, and the Washington Commanders are getting their defensive star back, Chase Young, the Ohio State Buckeye, who fucking shot out of a cannon and then got hurt real bad. He's coming back. I got Washington -3.
You're out of your mind. You got to stay away from the Texans. You don't know who they are. They're a fucking stripper. You don't know what they're going to do. They're going to false you to the ATM, and they're going to fucking got a razor under their tongue. They're fucking crazy.
Dude, they're 1-8-1 or 1-7-1. They stink.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about against the spread.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to take the Panthers just because they're getting 13.5 points, and I figure the Ravens are going to beat the fuck out of them, take their foot off the gas, and give them a touchdown at the end of the fucking game to run down the clock, and that's going to cover it. Because nobody plays football, Paul, for 60 minutes anymore.
That line moved from yesterday, Bill, from 13.5 to 13.
Oh, you know why? Because they knew I was going to take. I don't give a shit. I'll take 13 points.
I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints -3 against the reeling Cooper Cupless Rams. I think that I don't love the Saints, but I don't love the Rams either. I don't trust the Rams.
Paulie thinks the Saints are going to come marching in.
Yeah. I think the Rams are going to march in there and lose.
Rams all went to Applebee's after that Super Bowl, and I don't think mentally they've come back. I don't know what's going on. I mean, look, injuries are injuries, but they are one of the most inconsistent fucking teams out there. They're coming off a brutal loss, though, Paul.
Yeah, I think they're 3.
I don't like that game.
On the road in the Dome, I like the Saints. I think the Rams, no Cooper
I
Kupp.
love the Saints. I love New Orleans, too. I don't know about
when the Saints
I fucking hate the Rams. I hate these fucking teams that they just won't be who they are, you know?
Hey, Bill. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
And they cover for Paulie. He's gonna get a pair of Air Jordans and start talking shit about the book. I'm seeing it now. I see the games. Sorry. All right, here's my one crazy pick for the fucking week. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I might take the Pats, laying 3.5, but are they gonna beat the Jets twice? Is that really gonna happen, Paul? Jets beat the Bills. I'm gonna stay away from that game too, Paul. As much as I fucking shit on you and your gorgeous figure skater hoodie, I'm gonna stay away from that game. And I don't know why, but I'm gonna take the Raiders getting 2.5 in Denver with my old division rivalry, which I've heard you're starting to come around to that, Paul. You're coming to that church of division rivalry games are always close. The Broncos with fucking Lando Calrissian as their quarterback, like nobody's fucking shooting the shit with them. They can't text them. I just don't think that there's anything going on in there. The fucking Raiders stink, though.
They do.
Fucking Raiders stink.
So does Denver, though. Both of those teams stink.
Denver stinks too. Who won that first game when they played each other? Andrew. Broncos. Did they go into the Raiders? Beautiful
I think it was
stadium.
I think it was a super close game, but.
Oh, why did you take my Colts? Why did you fuck up my week and take my goddamn Colts? You know, I'm not saying I don't still love you, but like, I really took that one personally. Of all the things you've done to me over the years, Paul, for you to take the fucking Colts in week 11. Hey,
what have I done? All I've done to you over the years is be a friend.
They lost in week.
Lost?
The Broncos lost in week 4 to the Raiders 23-32.
All right, fuck that. They're not gonna fucking lose to them twice. They should, but they won't because the Raiders are the Raiders. All right, so now what I have to do, Paul, is I have to pull a game out of my ass over here.
You also got to get back on camera.
Yeah, I think you tapped the.
Hey, sometimes the mystery of it is what's great. You know what? Is that Bills Browns game still 7.5?
Yes.
I fucking hate that game, and I hate the Bengals Steelers. Like, who the fuck knows what's going to happen there? You know what? Fuck the Browns. The Bills came on off a heartbreaking loss.
Andrew, make sure you cross off the Raiders.
1-3 written all over it. This fucking week has 1-3 written all over it. Oh, Paulie throws a fucking wrench in there. Yeah, it's the Browns. Why do they have to be 7.5 though? They're gonna go into the prevent. Fuck me. That's all right. I'll take them. I'll take the Bills. You know, Paul, you can catch up this week. You know.
Let me ask you real quick though.
I got a number for you. 1,455. What does that mean to you?
1,455.
Uh-huh. I just saw you in your high school career. Anytime you got asked a question, you repeated the question to buy some time, knowing full well you didn't have the answer.
100.
What is the Pythagorean theorem?
I know it. 1,455. The amount of times my wife broke my balls. Oh!
That's how many days since I had a drink.
Oh my God.
How
Oh,
sad is that?
dude, I'm on day 8. No, I'm on day 11 right now. I got to tell you something, dude. You can't being sober is the greatest thing ever, man. It is.
Paul, do you know why they say, when you're sober, you go, I slept like a baby?
Right.
That's because babies don't drink and smoke cigars. They're like, if you're raising a baby right, it's straight edge. It's completely sober. So when it's fucking tired, the only thing is they get mad because they don't understand being tired. But once they go to bed, that's it. They're out. They're out. Like they're like that sweaty head out.
Yeah. That nap. I know that nap, the little wet side, the wetness right here. Oh.
Dude, my son doesn't want to get up. Sometimes I go in there.
I get it.
And I come walking in, I'm like, hey buddy, you want to get up? And he just looks at me for a second and he goes, like, all right.
Dude, the more I learn about that kid, the more, dude, my mom said her girlfriends thought something was wrong with me. They're like, didn't he go down for a nap at 10 and then like woke up like before dinner? Dude, I've been down. I like staying down. I play hard. I play hard. I rest hard. What can you do, Andrew?
I would have loved to seen baby Paul Virzi would have been the greatest thing ever.
Oh, dude, I was like one of the only kids that didn't rush up on Christmas morning. I was like, the presents aren't going anywhere. My younger brother would be like, he's not coming. They have it on camcorder, like the big camcorders. They walked into the bedroom. It's pitch black. And they go, come on. And I go, huh? And I go, you want to go? And you just hear my younger brother go to my parents. He's not getting up. Fucking Christmas morning.
Dude, you are hilarious. Your ancestors left the Mediterranean, but you never did. That shit. You get it. You understand.
Dude, remember we were on your bus? Remember we were on the bus tour? I'd wake up around 10:30, 11 every day on the bus tour, and I'd wake up to hearing Bartnick, Burr, and whoever else was on the bus sitting up watching TV, and I would just walk into the main cabin, and they would just start laughing with the look on my face. You remember that?
Because, dude, you would get up at 11:30, and you look like somebody woke you up at 4 in the morning. Like, I've never seen a guy like you wake up, dude. There's an element of this. The only time of the day that you're like visibly upset.
You say you look like
you
somebody
have to
hurt me.
acclimate to the fact that your sleep time is over.
Yeah, I remember you said to me once, you go, Virzi, why do you look like somebody wronged you?
Yeah, that's how you. I remember we did that tour through Canada. My whole fucking thing was I figured you out quick. I was like, Paul has to make the first call of the day. I can't text him and ask when he wants. Dude, you were in the best mood. Every place we stayed, you came downstairs. You're like, dude, is it me? Oh, was that the greatest bed you've ever slept in your life? And all it was you got to sleep until we were getting up, dude. That was such a fucking great trip.
I had little babies at the time. They were really young. And dude, me and you were together every day. I believe 22 shows for 20 days.
22 or 23 days.
We did not fight one time because we figured each other. That was when we figured each other out. Bill was like, all right, I'm going to hear from Virzi at 11. So we'll go to lunch. We just had it down, dude. You got to know your
I got
friends.
your tendencies down. I broke you down. I'm like, Paul likes to fucking sleep. I don't. That's going to be a problem. Leave him alone. Let him text you. Let him call you, Paul. That's that right there, Paul. That's how you fucking stay married.
That's what a friendship is.
Like, I figured out my wife's tendencies. I know the areas where I annoy her. I still do most of them, but I do enough of them, not anymore. I almost got lost in my own sentence there.
All right, we got the money. Bill, you know what time it's. Bill, you know what time it is.
Oh, shit.
Oh, by the way, I have to say this about you, my friend. I have to say this about you. Okay?
Keep it to yourself.
Your fucking Washington Commanders call, not only forget the pick winning, forget the pick coming in. Okay? Because Dude, you said why it would happen. And even though we didn't hit the Monday night special because that fucking asshole didn't throw a touchdown, everything else we had the over, we had the Commanders. He didn't throw. But people said, dude, I made some money taking Washington. Great pick. But Bill, you broke down. You actually said on camera, Paulie, not only do I think they're going to cover, they could win this fucking game. And then you said why, and that's what happened. Now,
I said they could, though.
Nah, but
that
you said it
mean
with
I
conviction.
called it. I said that they were going to win it.
Well, what do you think this week, Bill? This week we got the
that
Arizona.
When the Patriots are undefeated, and you were just going like, I don't know, man. I mean, I think the Giants could surprise some people today. You hedged your bet. So when they did, you were like, what did I say? What did you say? You said they could maybe win today.
You know what's funny about that game? I remember I texted you. This is before we kind of knew each other. I texted you, and you talk about feeling each other's tendencies. I started to learn about like what to say with you with sports when you don't know you versus what to say with you when you do know you. And I just go, dude, the Giants came to play today. And you just texted back, Paul, it's the Super Bowl. And I fucking almost fell down laughing.
I know. Still one of the most overrated victories of all fucking time.
I tell you what, Bill, they look like they're really into this game. They really look like they're into the Super Bowl.
I know.
That
whole fucking season was the most overhyped. Sports changed that year.
Oh shit! Where's the line go? Hold on. All right, Bill, we got the.
Giants fans go, "What are you talking about? They were undefeated." And I always say, we played each other last game of the year. We won on the last play.
I was at that game, dude. That was nuts.
36 to like 33, and then 2 weeks
later, 38-35,
11 point, whatever the fuck it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was, dude. That was one of the best.
Oh my god, can you believe that team that it took them fucking 4 quarters to beat won the game? Dude, if we were like 17-1 going into that, and then we lost to, it would have just been a great Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It is. It is true. And it's also true that all these fucking stupid quarterbacks now, none of them know how to run the 2-minute offense because you don't need to know how to run a fucking 2-minute offense when you're getting a 20-yard cushion and they're not even guarding the sidelines and you're getting free 20-yard first down timeouts the whole fucking way down the field. The fuck am I doing taking the Bills? I should have stayed with the Raiders.
What do you think, Bill? We got the 49ers going into Arizona Cardinals.
This week.
What'd you say?
Oh, fuck the Cardinals. They had their Super Bowl last week. They beat the Applebee Rams.
The line is 8, though. The line's 8.
The line is 8. I
know. The number is just...
Division rivalry games are usually close. What happened the first time they played?
I think the Niners won. Or is this the first meeting?
It's November. I bet it's the second. It's got to be. You never know. Sometimes they have a weird schedule where they fucking November, December them.
Dude, I was talking on my podcast, dude. Thanksgiving is overrated. It's fucking overrated.
Paul, every time I think you're smart, you say some dumb shit like that.
No, it is. It is. It's the more I get older, the more I actually don't like it as much. It's still good, but it's not. I mean, it can't even touch. I mean, it's not even close to any other big ones. Because
like
you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why.
Wait. Like what?
Hold on. Let me tell you why.
There's only one other big one. There's Christmas. What are you going to throw Halloween in there?
No, Easter Sundays, but Easter Sunday is, I guess it's not as big.
Sunday?
No, but
that's
Christmas.
Like in the USFL of fucking holidays. Easter Sunday is a joke. That's like, if I got them in my power rankings, they're slightly ahead of Flag Day.
You want to know what?
Sunday?
No, you know what? I guess
that long-ass fucking mass where they go all through the Psalms, Palm Sunday, and everybody walks out. I fucking hate from the ashes to the fucking palms.
Well,
I hate that whole fucking period. Lent.
This is my problem with
What are you giving up? Why don't you give up raping boys, you fucking cunts?
Hey, all right, all right.
Wait, what the fuck is wrong with Thanksgiving? You don't have to buy any gifts.
No, here's the thing with
You
Thanksgiving,
eat
dude.
great food. You get to
Thanksgiving,
watch your relatives fight with each other if you're above it. It's
because,
fantastic.
but the reason why people will fight on Thanksgiving is a holiday where some people that you really sometimes don't love. Dude, if you come to my house on Christmas or Christmas Eve, I have to love you.
What just happened?
No. If you come to my
You
house,
had the soothing sounds of easy listening, and then you just started screaming. You're like,
no,
Thanksgiving is a thing. You go to my fucking house. You went Dick Gregory on me.
no. If you're gonna be around my children in my house on
There's
Christmas
no hope
or Christmas
on Thanksgiving, motherfucker.
I love you. You know what I mean? I have to love you to be at my house on Christmas. Love, true love.
Christmas is about your immediate family.
Thanksgiving, you get somebody there that you fucking never see the whole year, and they could say something fucking dumb, and you're just sitting there with a fake smile. Can't wait till those people leave, where you could be with the people you really want to be with. And
that's not my experience on Thanksgiving, Paul, because those people don't get an invite. If you're a cunt, you're not coming to my table. That's on you. You're blaming the holiday, but it's on you.
I'm not saying
Paul, you have to be master of your own table. You got to be master of your own table.
Take away football. Take away football on Thanksgiving. It's over. It's fucking the day's over.
Why?
If you took the NFL away on Thanksgiving, what do you got? You sitting around there with,
all right, take away fucking presents on Christmas. What do you got? Bunch of people standing around a fucking tree.
Dude, you got the lights, you got the tree, you got the fucking songs, dude. Silent Night? Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? Silent Night is the
First of all, what did I say
shit.
about Silent Night? Why are you saying I'm out of my fucking mind?
What do you mean? No, I'm saying
Silent Night. Are you out of your fucking mind? You jumped into that like I just said Silent Night sucked.
No, you said a tree and everything. You're completely forgetting the great music. The amazing
music is for insane people.
No. It's for happy people, man. It's a fucking festive time.
Why do you look so upset?
It's a festive time. Because you're sitting here, you're trying to put
yelling at me about your festivities.
No, you're trying to put Thanksgiving on the same fucking level as Christmas. It's not even
close. I am not. You said it was overrated. You just said I like Christmas better. We wouldn't be yelling at each other.
I'm starting to dislike Thanksgiving the older I get.
You know what it is, Paul? You have a couple of people that you shouldn't invite, and you don't have the balls to uninvite them.
Hey, it's my wife.
You're Italian. It's all about food.
Hey, it's my wife's fault, okay? There's certain things I got. There's certain things I got to hold in, okay? No, yeah, it's that you're actually that's right.
I got an idea. When that person says what they're gonna say to ruin another Thanksgiving, just have a bell and just be like, ding, 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 ding. There it is. Did you feel it? We were all having a good time. And then she opens and then you give her like the turnover chain or something like that. You put it around her neck. All right. And then she's just a fucking idiot for the rest of the. Because she's got the turnover chain. It's like the jerk off chain or something like that.
Dude, I love that. You just see a loudmouth uncle with a big fucking thing around his neck. It's like, all right, it was me.
Yeah, it's all like bedazzled. I ruined it. Well, you got to do that. You got to get a bell. You got to get the chain. It's got to say, I ruined it. I ruined Thanksgiving.
Dude, Bill, when me and Bill first, when I would confide in Bill about my relationship early, because I was one of the younger comics to have a family, I would call Bill and go, dude, here's the one thing. I don't know if you remember this. I go, here's the one thing. I go, Christmas Eve, it's nobody's fucking. I said it early to my wife. I go, Christmas Eve, I hold, just because of things when I was younger, my parents, when they were divorced, we would go to my grandmother's. It was the greatest night of my life, Christmas Eve. I don't compromise Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve.
Okay, so now you have Christmas Eve. So now what you have to do is what all powerful countries do. You now have to do an overreach. This is like when Germany went into Austria. You have to take Thanksgiving. Okay? You gotta create some sort of you gotta have fun.
Dude, do you remember you sent me those Cubans? Dude, you gave me a memory. I'm going to tell you something about what you did. You gave me a memory on on Christmas Eve once where I just the timing of the day that it was in the mail, whatever happened, you sent me Cubans and they literally showed up to the house and my older brother's there, my younger brother's there. It was Christmas fucking Eve. And we opened this package and it's Cubans and it was from you. And me, my older brother, younger brother went outside and we smoked a Cuban on Christmas Eve. And I'm probably like at least 3-4 whiskeys in, wine. And I just was like, this is the greatest. And none of those people would fucking have been at my house on that were there on Thanksgiving.
Well, why don't you invite them on Thanksgiving?
I mean, hey, because they're family.
Have a draft, Paul. Stock your team.
Yeah.
And then you just run it down their throats. This is what you do. Whoever the asshole is, Paul, you get their tendencies down. And then what you do is you just say things that irritate them. And then that becomes the game within the game. I have a buddy of mine. His mother-in-law is a narcissist. And it used to drive him nuts. But now you know what he does? And this is for anybody out there. We all deal with narcissists. This is the way you handle them. You know what he does? He starts overly complimenting one of her friends, and it drives the mother-in-law fucking nuts. I mean, it's like
that is one of the greatest things that I have ever heard. That is psychological warfare.
But he does it to her.
Oh, it's so great.
Well, say her name's Gail. He'll be like, Gail, I have to tell you something. Your friend Susan has got to be one of the nicest people. And he won't shut up. He won't shut up until she like fucking has to walk away. And when she comes back, he keeps bringing it up. And it becomes like fucking repellent. Like she won't go near him.
Oh, that's like the most genius thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go. Like I'm telling you right now, Paul, all the fucking winners we picked this year, that's the fucking gift of the year right there. How to handle a fucking narcissist. Because they're literally mentally ill people that can hold down a fucking job, wipe their ass, and pay their taxes. So we have to interact with them. You can't stick them in a loony bin, and you just have to fucking deal with these people.
That's fucking great, dude. Yeah, and they don't want to come near you and talk to you because it's something that they don't want to hear. That's fantastic.
Right. Now, here's the thing. You know, if you can, you have to cut all the narcissists out of your life. You just have to do it, which I've done at this point, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is tough because sometimes it can be a family member.
Well, that's the other thing too, you know.
Yeah, I don't do that Italian thing. It's fucking family. If you're an asshole, dude, cement shoes. You're right over the fucking side.
Nah, yeah, life's too short to not, especially in the holidays.
Yeah, Paul. So here's the deal. We found out what the real problem is. It's not Thanksgiving. It's not that, Paul. Who doesn't like to eat? Who doesn't like to sit down? You with your little glass of grape juice. There's no way you're wearing that white hoodie. I'll tell you right that on Thanksgiving. No fucking way.
Oh no, I get
you wear that. You wear that on Christmas Eve. Silent night. Looking like a fucking snowman out there. You would not do that on Thanksgiving. You're coming there in some autumn colors. You know what it is, Paul? I can already see it in your face. It's like you're walking into the building. You're anticipating a loss. You're not going there to win. I want you to win this Thanksgiving, Paul.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. Thanksgiving, I'm always in a prevent defense. I'm in a prevent defense, Bill. I give too much of a cushion.
Dude, I think the turnover chain that says, like, you turned it over from a good time to a bad time, and it just says, I ruined Thanksgiving, is so fucking silly. Everybody's going to laugh. No one's going to give a fuck what the person said. The bell, some sort of those fucking weird, something from a joke shop.
Oh, dude. That's so fucking funny. All right. So are we going to take the Niners given 8? That's a fucking, I mean, we could, but
where's the game?
The game is in Arizona. The under-over is 43.5.
I take Arizona. Take the points because the 49ers will kick the shit out of them, and then they'll just fucking go into a prevent. They'll get a fucking Here you go. They're gonna make a wish touchdown.
They haven't
right.
played yet this year. You had asked before. They haven't played yet.
What do we think about the under-over 43.5?
I think this game's gonna be boring.
Yeah, under.
Under? All right. So now we only have one other question. So we're going to take Arizona +8. We're going to take under 43.5. Do we do Jimmy G to throw one? Or do we do Christian McCaffrey to get a touchdown?
We're not going to bet on an Italian here?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Come here, you. Come here, you.
Great point. My fault. My fault. Good looking Italian kid.
Because you're already anticipating a loss on Thanksgiving, Paul. You're not thinking clearly here.
Listen, you got to get me to December. Get me to December. I go on a win streak.
That's such a Sicilian part of you.
What? Yeah.
That Thanksgiving is dead to you.
No, it's not dead to me. It's just not my favorite anymore. It's not.
Oh, Paul, let me tell you something. We get the fucking eggnog going, right? Me and my wife, I taped the game. We watched the fucking the Westminster Dog Show. We had back-to-back years. We picked the fucking the winner. The one year the Bloodhound won. It was just like it was over. I mean, the fucking thing was gorgeous.
Well, here's my question: who comes to your house on Thanksgiving? How many people are in the group?
Hey, Paul, I'm master of my table. I have nothing but cool-ass people come to my table. This is a great thing when you're in your 50s. Like when somebody has nowhere to go on Thanksgiving, it's because they're an asshole.
Yeah. Yes. And I don't like that person coming. I don't like that. I don't like the.
I don't need some grifter who's in town for the fucking weekend coming in eating my stuffing.
No, and I got a fucking family member. Fucking
that
fucking wants that person there.
Yeah. Oh, we got trouble right here in River City. Yeah, we got trouble, buddy, because I don't have enough fucking seats for you.
Dude, don't get me started because I got a family member that they had nowhere to go. Can they come?
There's a reason.
No,
that's the fucking. That's I'm actually stepping on Bartnick's homeless joke. You're homeless for a reason.
Yeah, you're an asshole. You don't have a couch to if somebody's gonna let you pick up on the couch. It's a great joke.
This game is in Mexico City. It's not in Arizona.
Oh.
And also the Niners have I think they're top rated. I think their defense is like #1 right now. So
yeah, but Arizona's going to come and want to play good in that environment too. The 8 points is good. Do you want to change?
Everything is pointing towards you take the fucking 49ers, and that's why Vegas wins.
No, and you know what? I like Arizona like on a big showcase night like that to kind of fucking division rival, man. I like it. They're
going to go down there, and a couple of players are going to do something stupid. They're going to party a little bit, and I think that's going to work in the fucking Cardinals' favor. Dude, back in the day, you could guarantee that. Now the NFL's run like a dictatorship.
Dude, you want to know what it is? I just figured it out, dude. You want to know what it is?
Your finger at me, you son of a bitch.
These people go like this. They go, hey, we just thought it would be nice to have them. They didn't have Thanksgiving. And they want to be they want the people there so they look like I brought them. So you know what they do? They go to work and tell people, we didn't know that they didn't have anybody. We brought them there.
Tell John Candy there's half a car to keep driving.
Yeah.
There's always somebody.
If Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was a real movie, fucking Steve Martin would have popped a bottle of champagne when he finally got on that train and said, I'm out of this fucking nightmare, and left him at the train station. Great movie, though, by the way. John Candy, legend.
It's a great movie.
All right. So there you go, guys.
So Jimmy G's going to throw one.
Jimmy G's going to throw one. We're going to go
under. Is he going to run one in, Paul?
That counts, right? Either way, Jimmy G for a touchdown.
No, we got to be specific.
We got to be specific.
Yeah.
He's not going to run one. He's a throw. He's going to throw one. And he's got the weapons to throw it to too. So, all right. So Jimmy G to throw one under 43.5. And we're going to take the Arizona Cardinals getting a snowman.
Getting 8.
Yes. All right. Well, there you go. We got our picks here. You got our picks.
So there's a guy going down the river in literally what looks like a box. Like there's nothing aerodynamic. It floats. I don't know what I'm in Jacksonville, man. Shit gets a little wild out here. All right, that's the Monday night special. That's the anything better.
Hey, Bill, what are you doing for breakfast today? Are you going eggs Benny or are you going omelet? What's going on over there?
I'm going to the gym, and then after the gym, I'll probably get like an apple or an orange.
Hey, Bill, you going to have a gator omelet? I'm telling you, man, with the eggs.
It tastes just like chicken. No, it doesn't. It tastes like a fucking reptile.
Yes,
that's what
does.
it tastes like.
All right, guys. Well, listen, I just want to tell you.
I got to take this phone call.
Have a good Friday.
Au revoir.
All right, everybody. Well, there you go. That was mine and Bill's picks for NFL week number 11. I can't believe how this season is, dude. I can't believe that this season is going as fast as it's going. But we want to let everybody know that we're having such a great time with BetMGM, and we want you to get involved, and we want to make you some money. We know that this Monday night special year, we've been close. We're going to try to get one for you, at least one. But make sure, man, the way to use the BetMGM app is very simple. All you got to do is go to the App Store and download and get the BetMGM app. All you have to do is put in bonus code Burr. That's BURR. It's very, very simple. You could put as little as $10 in the account and you get up to $1,000 in free bets, even if the bet loses. Just make sure you put in bonus code Burr. That's BURR. You can go on the app, and when you click on the NFL, you will see the Monday night special, anything better on the site. Click on that and ride with us with whatever, Monday night special. You put a little money on there, and hopefully we make you some money with that. Also, this is the other thing too, Andrew, that people could do if they were like, hey, I love their pick with the points on the Monday night special, but I don't know if I love the under over. You could actually, even though it wouldn't be part of our thing, you could go, hey, I like Bill and Paul's, because that's what somebody said about the Commanders last week.
Build your own bet. Yeah.
That's what somebody said about the, actually, I'm glad we're talking about this because we never talked about this before. People reached out to us and go, hey, thank you guys for picking the Commanders against the Eagles. I went with that and they won money. So they didn't necessarily have to do the under over and the other thing for our thing, but they could go, hey, I went with that. And we did make some people some money with the Commanders. So if there's there's sometimes I like a part of our Monday night special, but I'm hesitant on the other. So you can do it that way as well. Dude, yesterday, this is a little inside baseball we'll give to just a couple minutes of overtime. I gotta get out of here. My wife's home. I talked to Andrew yesterday, you remember, and I go, hey, dude, because this is coming out just a little bit late, 12 hours late.
We weren't able to record.
We weren't able to record yesterday with like traveling and stuff. So this is coming out basically 12 hours later or whatever than it normally would. But I said to Andrew, dude, the Packers are coming off a win. They're home. I know I'm staying away from them. The line is 3. I don't know if I would have picked them. Should I? And then I actually talked myself out of it with you. You know something though? They still got to prove it. Like I can't, it is the Titans. The Titans are a good team. And then I'm driving to the city last night and I'm listening on the radio. Oof. And they're like, Packers down 10 late in the 4th. And I'm going, woof. So I heard the Packers need to either run the table to have a chance. So I think it's pretty much over it's over for Green Bay.
Well, you mean for the year, of course. Yeah. There's no momentum. Nobody's. Yeah.
No, the only window the Packers would have is to run the table from now until week 18. And I don't think that they just clearly don't have the power to do that.
Some games that you guys didn't cover. Bill almost took the Raiders. That team is in shambles. That team was pronounced dead last week.
Dude, it's funny you said
and
that.
The Broncos also, I've maintained since like week 4. 3. Anyways, Bill, I think maybe saw a little bit of Russell Wilson's past in his present, thinking like, oh. But he's not. He's terrible with this team. He's terrible with this team, and it's not all his fault. But he gets at least a third.
No, it is a little bit of his fault because when you're not giving your own teammates your phone number, When your teammates are asking for your phone number and you're going, talk to my people, and that's the guy that you got to be protecting, and that's the guy that's your fucking. I said on Good Morning Football, I said he's the new Ellen, and that's, you can't have that. But I agree with you. I think that, well, look, I'm 4.5 games back, right? I'm 4.5 games back of this thing, and take away my Packers picks and my Raiders picks, and I'm probably somewhere right there. But I believed that Aaron fucking Rodgers, who still can throw it the way he could throw it, I believe that they were going to do something. I was wrong about that.
When you say do something, you just mean win a few of these games, or do you mean like be a playoff contender?
Yeah, no, I mean like these games that I pick against the spread. I mean, dude, there was a game where I picked the Packers and I think they were dogs. Like the Packers were dogs against a team they couldn't and should beat a year ago, and they just can't now. It just goes to show, dude, like you need and listen, man, it's never good, dude. It's never good. This is one thing that I think people need to, and I think people know it, but need to pay attention to. When your quarterback is in the news a lot for things other than football, okay, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a domestic dispute. I don't care if it's a political view. I don't care if it's whatever it is. But when your quarterback, especially when your quarterback is publicly criticizing the organization he plays for, when you start seeing those things, when you start seeing a guy that's been a staple go, yeah, well, I mean, listen, if we could get a good offensive game plan,
and all
that's
that
a
comes
direct
down,
shot.
All that comes down to is that, like, literally, it all just comes down to, are you executing plays? And that's why Belichick is the way he is, because everything is within, he draws a circle around himself and his team, right? And it's just like everything on the other side of that line, everything else has nothing to do with what he's talking about. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything else. He's hyper focused and he's hyper vigilant at the task at hand. That's all of that is a reduction of every quirk that Belichick has. Is just, that's what it is. Now, have there been times where maybe that's either backfired, or maybe that like line of thinking is what led him to wanting to trade Brady and keep Jimmy G? Like I don't know. Like, that's gossip stuff. But yeah. So as far as that goes, yeah, you can't have a quarterback in the news because
I agree with that.
It's outside of the lines. You can't go outside the lines.
I agree with that. I like that analogy too, of like inside the circle and then outside of it doesn't make sense.
Everything.
I'm like,
yeah,
dude, think about this, dude. Russell Wilson, who like is not on great terms with the team, while they're sleeping on the airplane going to London, he's exercising up and down the aisles, doing high knees up and down the aisles, trying to like, and dude, that like those guys are going like, what the fuck is this guy? Like when you start hearing shit like that, you know what Russell Wilson needs to be doing on an airplane going to London? He needs to be playing fucking cards with his offensive line, laughing and being like, hey, dude, when we get to London, dude, dinner on me. And let's fucking be a family and let's go fucking show the NFL that we're here. That's what a guy needs to do. And when you do things like that, you're like, oh, I'll die for that dude. I'll fucking die for that dude. Yeah. To put it this way, if I'm going to say this, dude, if Paul Virzi was an NFL quarterback, I would have those guys, dude. Those guys, I would be buying. Dude, my center would just show up to his mansion, and there would just be a Rolls Royce there, and there'd be a fucking sticker on the window from me that said "Thank you."
Yeah, I mean, like it's like you say that, and then you start thinking, like, am I going to buy this guy a Rolls Royce? I mean, like he could roll his ankle next week, and then I got to buy the new.
Well, no, yeah, probably not a Rolls Royce, but like
I know, I'm just saying.
I would probably, I would go maybe like not Rolls
Royce. Start talking
like
yourself out of it.
No, maybe like the new electric BMW, something, something like nice little toy from my,
Yeah. A to B.
But,
get him an A to B car.
Yeah. But here's what I'm interested in. If I can fight back in this and fight back and crawl to 500 in the next couple of weeks, hopefully knock on wood, and still have had those Packer losses, I'll be all right. I'm happy that Bill is above 500 by half a game. And I have some work to do to crawl back, but I look at it like this. I was 8 games back 2 weeks ago. I was 8 games back, and right now I'm 4.5. Now, I don't know. I could have a bad week. Maybe not. We'll see. But I hope everybody's enjoying these. And
I mean, I think the Philly Colts, I think that's probably the craziest one.
yeah, my Phillies Colts is crazy, especially Philly coming off of
There's
everybody.
just nothing about the Colts. There's nothing about the Colts that are going to overwhelm the Eagles.
Well, there's one thing. There's
Six and
one
a
thing.
half. It's not eight.
There's
It's
one.
not 7.5. It's 6.5.
There's one thing about the Colts that I like, and it's that their running back Jonathan Taylor is really starting to come back and get a groove. And I also saw how the Washington Commanders just ran against the Eagles, and they ran down their throats in Philly.
You got to lose
You got to
once.
lose once.
I
Listen,
mean,
I could be.
the Patriots had probably one of their best years. I think it was 2000, and it was the second Super Bowl. And I think we lost to I'm blanking. I believe it was like week 2 or 3, the Texans. And I remember people going like, oh man, and it's just like, and then you look at that whole year and it's like, we never should have lost to that team. You know what I mean? Like, we never should have lost to that team. Maybe it was the Titans, maybe not. We're even around. And
well, I can tell you that. I can tell you this. My Colts pick is either going to be really bad or really good. Yeah. I think they're either going to get blown out or it's going to be like, fuck, that was a good one. But listen, man, I got to shake it up. I got to get back.
No. Yeah.
So there you guys, that this has been the preview for week 11. I'm kind of sad that we're 6 weeks away from the NFL, almost being 7 weeks away from the NFL being over, which is like, I feel like it just started. And hey, my Giants are 7-2, Andrew.
That's fun. That's fun. You got something. You got a end of the season.
Do you now? Here's my last question for you before we get out of here.
Sure.
Do you think that the Patriots beat the Jets -3.5 in New England or no?
I actually think we win this game outright, money line. I don't know about. Do we win by
3.5 is tough.
Do we win by 2 or 3? Yeah, I mean, I don't. That's not even. I don't know. We could win by 2. We could win by 10. I don't know. I just think we win. I think we
last second field goal by 1. Could see that.
Yeah. I mean, but that's why, like, I don't. I would never on this game. I would never take. I would never go against that 3.5. I would just take money line if I was, if I was taking that game this week.
Yeah.
I think they win.
Yeah, no, I think the Patriots win the game. I just didn't like that half a point.
They're the same team. They're both week to week teams. I mean, it's like they're 5-4. Jets are 6-3. I mean, it's not like Pats could have won one of those games in there and easily been 6-3. So, yeah, I think the Jets, because they suck so much, and it seems like they've been playing, fairly well considering what they have, and they've won some big games. It seems like they're better than they are because they've sucked. And the Patriots feel like they're doing worse because they're usually like at least contenders. Anyways, that's my take.
Actually, that's actually a really good point. It's like the Jets are playing good. They're playing good defense. They're winning some games. But for the Jets, it looks even better because they're kind of almost, you feel like it's a rebuild with the new coach and all that stuff. And then with the Patriots, you've just been such a staple in the NFL for the last 20 years that when there's even a little bit of a dip and no Brady, you're like, oh shit. So somebody said something recently. It was LaShawn McCoy, Shady McCoy. And he said that he thinks Bill Belichick is and without Brady, he's an under 500 coach. And like he goes, he's a good coach, but he goes, with Brady, he's what he was. He goes, I don't think he's that good. I don't necessarily agree with that.
That stat's bullshit. Anytime I hear that stat, that's bullshit. When you say that somebody won, if they had one quarterback for 20 years of their career, and then you take the average the average that any coach has in his career of a good having like a star quarterback, it might be 1 out of 5. So now Belichick needs to coach 2 or 3 more quarterbacks, right? Considering he had Bledsoe for a little bit and then Brady. And then now we'll just, I guess this is where we're at now. I mean, we haven't really had too many in between. I'm not going to count what's his face. But so I think it's like, well, if he has 6 more quarterbacks, and he can't make it happen in 20 years, then maybe you could say, yeah, he's only 500. But right now, with a 20-year quarterback, it's like, well, he's under 500 without Brady. It's because he's been with Brady the whole time. What kind of stupid stat is that?
I love that. I love that. You're 100% right. And that's like saying, oh, well, what would Bill Walsh do, rest his soul, if he wasn't with Joe Montana for all those years? It's not fair to say that a guy figured out a system with a guy and they worked together great. And then all of a sudden one of those pieces leaves. They go, oh, well, he's not that good of a guy. It's like, it is kind of bullshit. It's kind of some hate and shit. All right, everybody. All right. We are done. This has been week 11 preview. Me and the Greek Freak give you a little overtime, give you a little inside baseball on the thought process on where we are right now. We think it's kind of cool. Some of the fans mentioned that they liked it. So you know what? We'll fuck around. We're not going to do this every time, but, we'll talk a little shit. I hope everybody enjoys. This is the last week before the Thanksgiving games. My Giants are playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving in Dallas. That gives me the willies even thinking about. I'll get into that next week. Enjoy your week. Bet responsibly. Download the app. Bonus code Burr. Put in as little as $10. You get up to 1,000. Enjoy, everybody, and we will see you next week. And remember, guys, to bet, you got to be 21 years of age or older to wager in Arizona, Colorado, DC, Iowa, Indiana, Kansas, Michigan, Mississippi, New Jersey, New York, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, or Wyoming only. New customer offer, paid and free bets. Visit betmgm.com for terms and conditions. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP for Arizona. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Colorado, DC, Nevada, Wyoming, West Virginia. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help, Michigan. 1-800-GAMBLER in Indiana, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. Call or text the Tennessee Red Line, 800-889-9789 in Tennessee, or call 1-888-777-9696 for Mississippi. Sports betting is void in Georgia, Hawaii, Ohio, and Utah, and other states were prohibited. Promotional offers not available in Nevada.